I personally think at 10 years old, I shouldn't have to warn you about the consequences of our behaviour on this world. If we don't make a change now and quick, our world will end and no one will have a future. And a small change can make a massive difference. The climate in our world needs to be sorted out. The consequences of not doing enough includes up to 30% of the Earth's wildlife becoming extinct. In the next few years, children won't be able to visit or see animals because they will be extinct. Surely you would agree, we don't want this for the future generations, if there even is a future generation. Furthermore, up to 90% of the ocean's coral reefs will be lifeless, resulting in all water animals dying through lack of habitat. Droughts and storms will become more frequent and extreme, so that means more potential disastrous dangers. I strongly believe this is why we all need to look after trees more. Trees provide a range of environmental and social benefits, including capturing carbon dioxide, improved biodiversity, reduced flood risk, recreational opportunities and public benefits. Currently, 13% of the UK is covered by woodland. In England, this is 10%, much lower than in other European countries, such as France at 32%, Germany at 33%, and Spain at 37%. Furthermore, the Climate Change Committee, CCC, has said that a significant increase in tree planting is needed to manage the climate emergency and achieve the government net zero target. In my opinion, we should not waste things. The average person living in the UK uses around 200 kilograms of paper every year. For each tonne of paper that is recycled, around 17 trees are saved. Recycling one glass or jar saves enough energy power for your computer for 20 minutes. I know around 11% of our household waste is plastic and 40% of this is plastic bottles. Up to 60% of the waste could be recycled. This will strongly help to change our planet. My point of view is that we need to make a change. The world will end if we don't. COP are the people who can make a change. They are world leaders who meet to talk about solutions. Everyone on that day is encouraged to ask a question. We all need to make at least one change to save our precious planet. And if we don't make a change, our planet will not exist. How will we forgive ourselves if we don't make a change? So let's start today and look after our planet.
Are you going to help us save this world? Because it's dying, and young people like me have realised it and discovered that you have destroyed the future for the next generation. Political leaders have failed us. All they talk about is saving our wonderful world, but they have done nothing. So why should I, a 10-year-old boy, have to do their job for them? While they release greenhouse gases into our atmosphere. Thousands of animals are going extinct, and I don't want my future kids not to know what an elephant is. In England, for instance, around 60% 1 to 2 mile trips are made by car, which is disgusting. A generation ago, 70% of British kids walked to school, but now only half walk or take a bike. We can fix these bad habits by walking. If it's too far, try an electric car. Wind turbines help because they create electricity. If you want to help, you can also put solar panels on your house to save electricity. Plant more trees. Actually, some trees are going extinct. Just by planting some trees or vegetables in your back garden can just do something little, what can make a big change. More the trees, more the years on this planet. If every person plants 20 trees, we would start to be in control. So I believe that one person can make a massive difference. Are you going to help me? Are you going to sit there and destroy this planet but never be forgiven?
Did you know the world is changing and us humans are to blame? I believe that the animals in the environment are becoming extinct very quickly. In fact, around 200 animals are becoming extinct each year, and the world is endangered. This is happening because of global population increases, energy sources and gases. This is creating the greenhouse effect and making Earth warmer and warmer each day. My point of view is that the precious planet is dying and we need to make a move, but if we do not, it will be too late. We need to plant more trees. You might also not know that only 13% of the UK is covered with trees. That is the lowest in Europe. Planting more trees will provide many environmental and social benefits. Furthermore, it is estimated that a petrol car journey from London to Glasgow emits approximately 3.3 more CO2e per passenger than the equivalent journey by train. Journey by train helps more. We are on a very precious planet. If we do not make a change now, this wonderful world will have an early end.
At the age of 11, I should not be telling you how to look after our soon-to-be-ended planet. If we do not make a change, our world is developing to become a disastrous planet. This will all be caused by you not looking at the facts about climate and pollution. We need to make a change before it's too late. All the gases that dry up in the warming air are making the earth really hot. Petrol cars, greenhouse gases, etc. COP is where world leaders meet to talk about climate and how to make the world a better place. Everybody should be empowered to ask questions about climate and pollution. Droughts and storms become more frequent and extreme. CO2 is created through the burning of substances containing carbon such as fossil fuels. You can make a change, but you choose not to. I'm only 11 years old telling you how to save our planet. Experts are saying that humans are the main reason why our climate and weather are changing, so this is causing pollution. On our soon-to-be-ended disastrous planet, up to 60% of the waste that ends up in bins could be recycled. How will we ever forgive ourselves if we do not make a change? If we do not make a change, the world will end. Would you want your future children to live in this generation?
Hello, I'm here to talk about climate change. Do you know what you are doing could end the world? World leaders come to talk about actions. A child should be able to be empowered to talk about climate change and planting trees. Planting trees provide a range of environmental and social benefits, including capturing and storing carbon dioxide to improve biodiversity and reduce food risks, replication or recycling. The average person living in the UK uses around 200 kilograms of paper every year. For each tonne of paper that is recycled, around 17 trees are cut down. One glass bowl or jar is enough energy to power your computer for 20 minutes, and around 11% of the household waste is plastic, plus 40% of this is plastic bottles. Up to 60% of the waste that ends up in your bin could be recycled. Do you know what your actions are doing to the world? World leaders are acting like pets, so we have to teach them not to be a pet and plant more trees and recycle more plastics. Some countries, greenhouse gases, commit to reduce emissions and finding alternative energy sources, including building wind farms, supporting the manufacturer, committing to the fears of petrol and diesel without global warning slowing down the experts. 90% of the ocean's coral reefs will become lifeless. Also, up to 30% of the Earth's wildlife could become extinct. Do you know droughts and storms are becoming more frequent and extreme? Low-lying settlements and ecosystems could be lost due to sea levels. Greenhouse effects need reducing. The government can make laws to reduce pollution. There are lots of these, including shrinking glaciers, rising sea levels, and planting species shifting locations, and animal species becoming endangered. Trees and plants that are flowering much earlier in the year. Greenhouse gases get released into the atmosphere, preventing heat from escaping the earth. This result of this is all the sun's rays can enter the atmosphere to provide our planet with heat and warmth. Not as much can escape, therefore the planet keeps getting hotter and hotter. Climate change is a term used by experts when describing the weather. Climate systems are changing as a result of mankind's industrial activity. Demonstrations and rallies have always been an important way of people making their voices and their opinions now. So if you want to save the earth, stop what you are doing and recycle more paper and plant more trees.
Our Earth is facing a terrible tragedy. If we do not contribute to making a change, then you know what will happen: the end of the world. According to experts, humans are the main reason why the Earth's climate and weather are changing. At the age of 11, I should not be telling you to care for your population and environment. Our political leaders have failed us. Our civilization is so fragile. Our generation has to be the one to make things right. If you do not help the planet, how will you ever forgive yourself if you do not help the planet? Love animals, love nature. Well, if you really cared so much, you would not be harming the habitats of these extraordinary creatures. Climate change has a damaging effect on our precious Earth. Sea levels are rising, glaciers are shrinking. Furthermore, up to 30% of the Earth's wildlife will become extinct, and droughts and storms are more likely to occur. Additionally, in the 18th century, the planet's average temperature has increased by around 1 degree. Greenhouse gases that get released into the atmosphere prevent heat from escaping the Earth. The result of this is that whilst the sun's rays can enter the atmosphere, not as much can escape. Therefore, the planet keeps getting hotter and hotter. The effect of this dangerous global crisis is that the polar regions are melting like our feelings for our precious planet, ruining the habitats of innocent animals. Our Earth is crying out for help. If we want this to end, we shall take action now. Stop manufacturing and construction because they release toxic gases into the air. We should use greener transportation because they are renewable energy, and plant more trees because they apply oxygen. It is my opinion that trees provide a range of environmental and social benefits, including capturing and storing CO2, reduced flood risk, recreational opportunities, and public health benefits. Currently, around 13% of the UK is covered in woodland. In England, this is 10%, much lower than in other European countries such as France, 32%, Germany, 33%, and Spain, 37%. The Climate Change Committee, CCC, has said that a significant increase in tree planting is needed to manage the climate emergency and achieve the government's net zero target. Planting trees can provide a wide range of other benefits and contributes to 8 of the environmental goals set out in the government's 25-year environment plan. I believe that if we want to stop using fossil fuels, we will have to use electric cars because they are renewable energy. We need to reduce the amount of petrol cars we use and build more electric cars. Estimated that a journey from London to Glasgow emits approximately 3.3 times more CO2e per passenger than the equivalent journey by train. Driving a newer car can reduce these emissions. In England, for instance, around 60% of 1 to 2 mile trips are made by car. Reducing car use on the school run is another focus for living on the streets. A generation ago, 70% of British students walked to school, but now less than half do. Despite studies showing children who walk or bike to school tend to be more focused and less likely to be overweight. Fewer cars around the school gate also means less local air pollution. Save climate change, save your environment. After all, if you stand with me today, your future is spared. Thank you.